Next, you want to be the local inventory expert. You want to know what you're selling, know what's on the market, and know what the price that those listings are at. If it's a lower price than normal, know why. If it's missing the floor in the kitchen due to a 20-foot sinkhole, you want to know that. If it's higher than normal, know why that is. Don't just live with your face to a computer monitor looking at the MLS either. Get inside the listings in your farm. If you can, you should preview all new listings in your farm and leave your card. After a few days, feel free to preview it or show it again, leave your card. If the listing's canceled because it didn't sell, who do you think the seller's going to call to relist it? The one that kept coming and seeing it, right? Preview the listings to know the condition, the amenities, the unique aspects of each listing. Nothing says local market expert more than being able to tell a prospective buyer about a home off the top of your head. Drive the streets, know what's out there, know where the FSBOs are, know what's for rent and know what they're asking. Know about flips before they get put on the market. Visit each open house. Build relationships with the other realtors, because if they're doing business in your farm, the chances are there's going to be a cross sale. It's always nice to have a good relationship with the listing agents. Ask questions. Find out what they learned about your farm. Some of the best market research is the market research that other people had to learn the hard way. I've always been a proponent of not having to learn things the hard way myself. Spend every day in your farm. Farmers spend their time on their farms, often from dawn to dusk. Make sure you have a presence in your farm daily, because things change very quickly and you need to know when those things change. Now, you're not just going to know stats and real estate related stuff. You're going to know what's going on with the people in your farm, the nonprofits, positive news you can share. You know, did one of the kids in your farm win the state spelling bee competition? Let people know. If there's a car wash fundraiser to raise money for the family of the little boy that died, you better bet you're going to let people know, and you're going to see how you can help. Not only should you strive to be the mouthpiece of your farm, but you should strive to be the resource that people reach out to first when they want to get the word out. You're not going to promote everything, but look for the stories you can share. Positive is best, because we talked about that earlier. There's the primacy effect. The first impression that a reader has primes them to how they'll accept the entire message. So if you post negative news, people will see your brand name. You're going to be associated with that bad news. So we want to post mostly positive news, and we let the local papers post the ugly stuff. Now, we get to the point where you're the local market expert. You know the property values, the market conditions. You got to be honest about them. You are the residential real estate doctor. People want to know honestly how their community is doing and what they can expect if they buy or sell there. So be honest. Don't present stats how you want them to be. Present them as they are. So, you're the local expert, or so your stats say, your knowledge of the community, your expertise in the area, your knowledge of the inventory, all that stuff. But they need to see that it's not just book smarts. They need to see that you have a connection with the community. So you need to be active and visible in your farm consistently. Great farm agents are out there. You know, like we talked about earlier, walk the neighborhood regularly, wear the polo with your logo on it. Get a non-yippy dog. Don't not a Rottweiler with a spike collar, but you know, get a little dog. If your neighbor has a perfect dog, offer to walk them. Get a dog that doesn't jump, bark, or bite, and go for a walk, because that dog's going to engage conversation for you. But you want to be seen. You want to be seen regularly. Get involved in block parties. Go to school productions. Support the nonprofits and the schools consistently. Do all that stuff and embrace the idea of the farm route. Get to know the business owners and the employees in the businesses in your farm. This is going to help get your newsletters in the businesses. It's going to get stickers on the windows. You're going to have relationships, giveaways, interviews, all those kinds of things. And look for changes in the farm, new stores, upcoming events, construction. Learn about all these things and report them. Be the source of all the great info, because that's what people expect from the expert. Connect with local cities, utility companies. As sometimes they share insight on upcoming products and projects and events and those kinds of things. Get involved with local chambers of commerce. Anywhere that you can find new information that is being shared, or where information on upcoming changes is shared, you need to be there. To be a local market expert, it takes a lot of time on task. Becoming and being a local market expert, it's not an overnight goal, but over time it can truly become a community business, and it can't be taken away from you overnight, because other people have that learning curve too. Now, just like agricultural farming, it takes time to work the land to produce a consistent harvest. But once that harvest is produced and once it's consistently maintained and serviced, it can produce a crop of real estate business that can produce for generations and generations. So be out there, share those stats, present yourself as the real estate leader that you are. The perception of leadership gives the perception that your brand must be the best. So be the leader, and they'll see you as the best.